Hi everyone, this is a review of the brand new Ashland brand wax melts from Michaels. These are the Spring 2019 scents. I decided to ditch the tripod for now because it's just not working out the way I want it to. I have to figure something else out. I'm going to try to hold this camera as steady as I can. So with these wax melts, since Hannah's Candle stopped making the Ashland wax melts for Michaels last summer, the throw on the Michaels wax melts has weakened considerably. The scents are still nice, although some of them, especially those that are supposed to be repeats of older scents, are missing like that extra depth or character that the Ashland melts used to have when they were being made by Hannah's Candle. So I'm not going to open each one because you can kind of, you can see what they look like through the clamshell. First, and most of these I don't have notes on, except for the ones that are repeats of last year. Come on, kitties. What? Get out of there. All right, fine. Hold on. You want to go in the box? Go in the box. There you go. Have fun. All right. So first we're going to start with Apple and Hibiscus. This is a scent that returned from last year. The notes from last year, which I assume are the same for this year, are apple, pear, Seneca grass, lavender, plum, spearmint, amber, oak moss, balsam, tonka bean, and sandalwood. This one, this smells like caramel apples with a fresh, slightly floral note. It smells almost exactly like last year's scent, but last year's scent was fresher and smelled more like apple-scented shampoo. This year's scent has a little bit more of a foodie quality. I mean, the differences are barely noticeable, and both scents are fantastic. The throw on this is actually strong. I'd say like a 3.75 out of 5. I'm trying to get like really more detailed as far as a throw, so it's a strong throw between like a 3.5 and a 4 out of 5. Next we have Camellia and Sweet Pea. This is also a return scent from last year, and the notes were pear, bergamot, melon, rose, geranium, violet, vanilla, amber, patchouli, benzoin, and cedarwood. I adore this scent. Last year I stockpiled it because it was so fantastic. It's a sweet, perfumey, cherry blossom type scent with baby powder, rose, and maybe vanilla, as well as a little bit of warmth from maybe amber or cashmere and possibly a smidgen of patchouli. Looking at last year's notes, I think I do detect a smidgen of melon. It's a fantastic complex scent. The throw from last year was bold, 5 out of 5, and the scent lasted the entire day. The throw on this scent is, I'd say, medium, maybe 3 to 3.5, like 3.25 out of 5. So it still throws well, but better for like a small to medium-sized room. Coastal Driftwood. This is a new scent. I barely smell anything on cold sniff. It's maybe like a fresh perfumey scent with perhaps a hint of vanilla, but it's really too mild to tell. I mean, it basically smells like wax with a little bit of a perfumey note. And the throw was very faint, like maybe a 1.5 out of 5. Next is Farmhouse Flower. This smells like a combination of floral with pineapple and apricot, possibly a smidgen of coconut. It's more of a tropical scent than a floral scent, and even though I'm not a fan of pineapple scents, I kind of like this one because the pineapple is very subtle. It's quite sweet, and the perfumey note has a tiny bit of an amber-like warmth, but the throw was faint, like a 2 out of 5. Fresh Gardenia. This one is the winner of all of these scents. It's a lovely gardenia scent. Smells more like gardenia perfume, although it's not overly sweet because of like a smidgen of bitterness that makes it smell quite authentic. The scent lasted all day, and I still smelled it the next day even after it was no longer in the warmer. And the throw was bold, 5 out of 5, took over the entire house. So the French Gardenia, fantastic. Fresh Bamboo. This smells almost exactly like the Sonoma bamboo scent from Kohl's, and I think it is the same scent. So that makes me wonder if the new manufacturer of these melts is Empire Brands, which is the company that makes the Sonoma and Tuscany melts. And as we all know, Tuscany melts tend to not throw very well. It's a fantastic, rich honeysuckle jasmine scent with a slightly fresh, grassy, herbal, hothouse, greenhouse type note that makes it smell authentic. Not like real bamboo. Bamboo actually has like a woodsy, coconutty note, but it smells like kind of like hothouse flowers, honeysuckle, jasmine. It's a beautiful scent. Although it's sweet, it's not really perfumey. It's just fantastic. The scent started dissipating a little bit within 3 hours, but still not bad. And the throw is strong. I'd say between a 3.5 and a 4 out of 5, like a 3.75 out of 5. It might be a 4 out of 5, possibly. But yeah, this one is also a winner. So these two, the French Gardenia and the Fresh Bamboo, are definitely the way to go. Oh, and by the way, these the packaging is, I don't want to say it's awful, but white writing on top of pale blue background, it's very, very difficult to read. And then we've got the light, the light blue and the white, it's very difficult to read. So I don't know who was responsible for doing their graphic arts, but I really like the old clamshells, the old labels better. Freshwater Pearl. This scent returned from last year. But it's a different scent. It seems like they tried to recreate the scent, but they missed a couple of notes. My description of last year's scent was a nice fresh air, sweet watery scent with a salty note and a smidgen of a peppery note. Smells a lot like fresh body wash. Nice scent, smells like a lot of other similar fresh ocean water type scents I have, but I really like it. Looking at the notes, again from last year, the notes were fresh waters, citron, palm leaves, grapefruit, geranium petals, rosewater, and cool eucalyptus. The peppery note is probably the slight bitterness of the grapefruit and geranium, and I do smell a smidgen of eucalyptus, even though this is a sweet, kind of a sweetish scent. So this year's scent is kind of a fresh air scent with a hint of a peppery note, but it also has like a soapy note and a slight bitterness that I didn't detect in last year's scent. It's still a nice scent, but it is different. It lacks the depth and the character that last year's scent had. And last year's scent threw well. The throw on this one is poor. 1 out of 5. Barely smelled it. I'm not even sure how well it would do in a tiny bathroom. So much for that. Lavender. This smells like real lavender, and it's a little sweet, although not perfumey, but the sweetness has a fake, slightly sour note way in the background. It's not enough to be annoying. It's a very nice scent, but I've actually smelled better lavender scents, and the throw is mild, like a 2.5 out of 5, so it probably would do well in a small bathroom. Lilac. Lilac is usually a strong scent, but this one is very weak on cold sniff. When melted, it does have a lilac note, but it's not a true lilac scent. There's something else in there that I can't figure out. For some reason, I'm thinking like banana, maybe, or possibly melon. It's just too weak to tell. The throw was very faint, like a 1 or maybe like a 1.5, 1.5 out of 5. Sun-washed teakwood. This is almost exactly the same scent as last year's vanilla and teakwood, and the notes from that were sweet tobacco leaf, golden honey, Madagascar vanilla, tonka bean, leather, and cedarwood. I don't think most people would be able to tell the difference between the sun-washed teakwood and last year's vanilla and teakwood. It's a cedar scent with a hint of a tobacco note, but it's also quite sweet, perfumey, or a little cologne-y, but it's not floral. The vanilla and teakwood scent had a smidgen of something else way in the background that I liked that's missing in this scent, and it gave that scent more character. It's still a very nice scent. The throw for vanilla and teakwood was strong, like between a 3.5 and a 4 out of 5. The throw on this scent is mild, like a 2.5 out of 5. Next is, God, I can't even read that, Tulip and Neroli. This is an unusual scent that I've never smelled before. It smells a little like poinsettia or some other very natural, earthy type flower. I also detect a hint of like a soft cinnamon. Yeah, cinnamon, and possibly a smidgen of a fruity note. It's not a sweet, perfumey scent. It's very difficult to describe, but I kind of like it. Tulips don't actually have a floral scent, and I don't really smell neroli, which is kind of a rich honeysuckle type orange blossom scent. So again, it's unusual. I'm not sure how much I like it. It's nice, but the throw is medium, 3 out of 5, so it would do well in like a small to medium sized room. And last we have white tea rose. This is the one that I was really looking forward to the most. But it is the same scent as Mandarin Teak from January 2017. My review for that scent was creamy orange with a woodsy note and some other notes that I can't identify that help to temper the orange and wood notes so that they're not too strong. This might be my favorite scent of the new spring collection from 2017, and throw is excellent, 3.5 or 4 out of 5. So I think the woodsy note is actually cedar, and it has a hint of a cologne note too. It's a wonderful scent, but it's definitely not rose. It's not rose or any type of a floral at all. Like I said, it's mostly like orange. It's cedar and orange, but it's a really, really nice scent. And the throw is strong, like a 3.5 out of 5. So this one is actually a really nice one too. So the winners here are, by a long shot, French gardenia, also fresh bamboo, and white tea rose. The rest, I would say, I don't know. I mean, the apple hibiscus is very strong. That's actually really nice. Yeah, so that one's a winner too. That's a really nice one. I just don't need any more of those because I really stocked up last year. Camellia and Sweet Pea, just a medium throw, so it might do well in a medium-sized room. The rest of them, I just really wouldn't even waste your time. Tulip Neroli, maybe if you have a small room. But yeah, so all in all, I'm kind of disappointed. I really wish they had come out with a lot more new scents rather than repeats from last year that are not quite as good. But again, not knowing who makes these, it's a shame that Hannah's Candle doesn't make them anymore because they were really, really good. And they're $4 a piece, which is really expensive. I mean, they're 2.5 ounces, like what you get from Walmart, but at $4, it's way too expensive. Although, within like 2 weeks after they come out, they do go on sale for 40% off, which is better. What does that come out to? Like $320 or something like $260. I forget. I can't do the math in my head, but yeah, like $260 or something like that. So that's a lot better. And towards the end of the season, I think they're like 50% off. But usually these end up selling out within about 2 or 3 weeks. Any of the good scents are probably gone, and they do not restock. So once they're gone unless Michaels decides to come out with the same scents next year. So anyway, that's it for this review for the Michaels Ashland brand Wax Melts Spring 2019 scents. If you want to read a text version of this review, just go to waxmeltreviews.com, and also feel free to join our Facebook group where we discuss all different brands and scents of retail and store-bought wax melts. And you can find the link to our Facebook group underneath this video and also on the text version of this review at waxmeltreviews.com. Have a great day.